just finished pretty much our day here at Kings Island. We had so much fun.
Yes.
Who else turned 50 this year besides Carnival? Kings Island, and we got to celebrate. So that's really sentimental to me because I grew up going to this park. So I love that I was here to celebrate that.
The feast?
It's always been my favorite, and I can't say it's my favorite right now.
Great.
Mystic Timber's amazing, so fast, so curvy, and just smooth for a wooden roller coaster. That thing is the best. We rode it 3 times, and the second time I got in a fight with a bee right at the top of the first hill and lost. I got stung on my stomach and on my wrists. I had to go to the first aid station, so that was fun. We did do the fast passes. We did the all-day dining as well. Oh, the vortex is gone. This is the first time I've been here since it's been gone.
Oh my goodness, so much going on right here in this video. Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Westie's Adventures. My name is Amanda, and as you can see in my intro teaser, today we are in Cincinnati, Ohio at Kings Island for their 50th anniversary celebration. So why do I not like the Beast as much as I used to? Hear the story on how I was stung on Mystic Timbers roller coaster, find out which rides were closed this day, fast pass and all-day dining passes, are they worth it? Find out a Fest House hack, and hear my opinion of the park since they tore down the vortex. You're about to hear and see it all right now. Trust me when I say I'm so excited at this point when I'm seeing these coasters from the highway, especially after driving 14 hours the day before just to get here. I hold Kings Island truly close to my heart because I grew up going to this park every summer as a kid. Now, I'm a little biased because of that, but honestly, I truly do feel that they have some of the best rides in the entire country. Now this is Fest House. This is one of my favorite places to eat inside Kings Island. It is air conditioned and has several food options such as Panda Express, La Rosa's Pizza, and several other goodies. They also serve beer here, so that's always a plus. Now listen up because here is a hack if you want to go to Fest House to eat.
Okay, so we made it in the park, and the first thing we're doing is grabbing some food, right? And so we found a little secret. If you go into Fest House at 11, there's no lines. So here, I'm gonna show you guys. 0. So you have Panda Express over on that side, and then behind me here you have the pizza, the burgers, and the chicken. So no lines at 11 a.m. That's the secret.
If you're in need of an ATM, you'll also find it right here inside of Fest House. If you're wondering where Fest House is located inside the park, just turn left as soon as you enter the park. You can't miss it. What you're seeing here is Delirium. This coaster is called Invertigo. You face each other while you go up the hill and then go backwards and then go up another hill and return the same path. It's a boomerang coaster, and if you are a longtime Kings Islander, you would know the original name. So if you know that, drop it in the comments below, and I'll give you a hint. I do tell you later on in the video what that name is. This is an extremely insane, over 300-foot tall drop tower. Here we have the Banshee. This is the world's longest inverted coaster that offers a drop of 150 feet and 7 inversions at a whopping 68 miles per hour. It opened in April of 2014, and it took the place of the old knockdown Son of Beast, which was the world's worst wooden roller coaster, in my opinion. But they did pay it an honor with this tombstone graveyard type thing with an eternal flame, kind of like John F. Kennedy type thing. Like, I don't know. I don't even think it deserves it because I'm not going to lie. It's the worst wooden roller coaster I've ever ridden in my life. And I've ridden it several times with the loop and without the loop. I hated it. So anyway, Banshee's awesome, very smooth, very long ride. It doesn't look like it would be that long, but it actually is. It's a great ride. So if you haven't ridden it, definitely check it out.
that is closed. You can't even see it.
Adventure Express is still there, but it's in the woods, so you can't really see it. But even though it's not a big major roller coaster, it's still one of those that you just have to ride at least once whenever you go visit Kings Island. I always love the lights and the atmosphere at Kings Island, and as it gets darker, it's just so pretty. They always light up a lot of their rides, and the fountains are always pretty, and the trees are always lit up. Kings Island's iconic Eiffel Tower has been there since the park opened in 1972, and it is 1/3 the scale replica of the Eiffel Tower located in Paris, standing at 314 feet tall. So we love to go up there. You can really see the entire park and just see the details and like the layout in a totally different view. So I hope you enjoy this as I show you the ride and the park. This area is the Peanuts themed Kittyland, so Snoopy, Charlie Brown. This roller coaster here that is going down is Diamondback, and the wooden coaster to the right of it is Mystic Timbers, which is the one that I got stung on. Moving to the back of the park, you're first going to notice Orion, but we will get to that in just a minute. I want you to first check out the Racer. It's a double track out and back wooden roller coaster, which was the park's debuting roller coaster in 1972. Now, let's listen to my live reaction of noticing the vortex missing.
The weirdest thing to see vortex gone. Yes.
Where
It's right there. Yeah, it was right there. Wow. It's sad. It really is. They even leveled the loading station, so they're not going to reuse it for anything. Yeah.
Moving on, the coaster you see in motion here is called Backlot Stunt Coaster. It's a launch coaster taking you from 0 to 40 miles per hour in 4 seconds. When the ride first opened in 2005, Paramount owned the park still, so this ride opened as Italian Job after the movie, but once the park was bought out, they changed the name to Backlot Stunt Coaster. Here you are looking at the world famous Beast. Opening in 1979, this is the world's longest wooden roller coaster with 2 lift hills and several tunnels and twists and turns through the woods. The best view of this ride right here from the top of the Eiffel Tower because it is in the woods. So now you may have heard me say in the beginning of my video that the Beast is not my favorite ride anymore, and the reason is because they retracked the Beast right before this season, and it has made the ride slower and noticeably slower. Don't get me wrong, it's still a great ride, but it's definitely not my favorite anymore. And this clock right here is another original piece to the park from 1972. They constantly change out the flowers, so it always has a new, fresh look, but it's always been really pretty. Now, more about Orion. It's a 300-foot giga coaster that opened in July of 2020. It tops 91 miles per hour. This coaster replaced Firehawk, which was a flying coaster that I absolutely loved, but Orion is amazing. Now, the red arrows here shows you where Kings Island's launch coaster, Flight of Fear, is, which launches people 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds into darkness, flipping you upside down 4 times. When the ride opened, the park also was still owned by Paramount, so it opened as Outer Limits Flight of Fear, but had to drop Outer Limits when the park sold. Here you have Banshee again, which we have already went over. You see Delirium is in motion there, and then of course the drop tower. So this is like the stunt action zone over here of the park. You'll see the Bat, which was the ride that was closed, right here. So this is the best way to see the Bat too, because like you see, it is in the woods. But like we weren't even able to ride it today because it was closed. And we found out later that it was closed for 3 weeks because a wheel actually fell off while the ride was in motion. Nobody was hurt, but they did have to repair it for 3 weeks.
Island for a long time. You'll remember Invertigo, A Space Off, and used to be painted yellow, and now it's this aqua color. And it's called Invertigo. It's totally different, but same ride.
Another park original, the beautiful fountains and village up towards the entrance of the park. It's very pretty at night, which you will see here in just a little bit. This right here is Fest House, which was where we ate lunch at from the beginning of the video. And let's head back down.
people, so stick around. Hey, party!
Everybody has milk. Oh, look,
This is the only ride that we had to wait in line for because they didn't have a fast pass line. Everything else we were able to get right on, no problem, because of the fast passes. So this is Whitewater Canyon. I absolutely love the sound of a wooden roller coaster.
there's the racer.
This is Diamondback, which opened in April of 2009, standing 230 feet tall and a max speed of 80 miles per hour. This coaster has some amazing airtime, and it even has a gray out area. This is the splashdown effect.
Oh, so dark. So we just finished pretty much our day here at Kings Island. We had so much fun. The weather was perfect. It was 90 degrees, not a cloud in the sky. Everybody here thinks it's super hot, but given that we're in Florida and we're used to so much humidity, it really wasn't too bad on us. We just stayed hydrated. We loved everything about this park. Like, we loved Banshee, we loved Orion. Orion was awesome. It's so tall and so fast and has a lot of airtime. We really liked it. Diamondback is still like the king of airtime though, so that's still one of our favorites too. The Beast, it's always been my favorite, and I can't say it's my favorite right now because they did retract it. It goes a little slower and it's just not, it's not the Beast right now. I don't feel like it's the classic Beast, but it's still great. Mystic Timber's amazing, so fast, so curvy and just smooth for a wooden roller coaster. That thing is the best.
So I wanted to take a small break right here because I didn't have time in this entire video to share with you how I was stung by a bee on Mystic Timbers. So we rode the ride 3 times today. The second time that we rode it, we are going up the first hill, and right at the top of the first hill, I'm like, man, something is like poking my stomach. And so I just rubbed my shirt on my stomach, and when I did, there apparently was a bee there. I didn't see it. It stung my stomach. I'm in screaming pain. Like, I love roller coasters. My poor husband has no idea what's going on. He just sees me flailing my arms everywhere and does not understand what is happening. And so I'm sitting there freaking out. But whenever I smashed my stomach, he got on my wrist. So he stung my stomach. He stung my wrist. The stinger was in my wrist. And somehow, like, once, if you've ridden this ride, you know, once you go down the first hill, it is nonstop twists and turns. You are flying that whole ride. So when we finally stopped, my husband's like, "What is wrong?" And I was like, "I got stung by a bee, like a lot." And he's like, "Oh my God." And I was like, "And the stinger's in my wrist. Take it out, take it out." So he takes it out. I'm in a lot of pain. I'm not allergic that I know of because it's like 10 years since I've been stung by a bee. And so I had to go to the first aid station immediately after the ride. They gave me some stuff to put on it. I was fine. But somehow that bee was still alive. When we got back to the loading station from the end of the ride, that bee was still alive. I flipped him off of my shirt and we stepped on him, and I was just like, well, I'm out of here. It was the craziest story. Never in my life have I ever been stung by a bee on a roller coaster before. And trust me, I have been riding roller coasters since I was a little kid, and I ride a lot of them because I am a coaster fanatic. So, first time for me, and oh, hopefully it's the last.
That was fun. But other than that, everything has been great. We rode everything twice. We did do the fast passes. Fast passes is the way to go if you don't like standing in lines. We didn't stand in one single line all day except the White River Rapids because they don't have fast pass line. And even that was what, maybe 20 minutes? It was really quick. So we did the all-day dining as well. It's good. You get your money's worth for sure, but you are very limited on what you can get. You get a snack or a full meal every 90 minutes. So definitely worth it. Definitely worth the money. Just, you are limited. So check out ahead of time what you are able to get with that. Oh, the vortex is gone. This is the first time I've been here since it's been gone. They put her to sleep the end of 2019 season, and it's just different. That was my very, very first upside down roller coaster I ever rode in my life. I think I was 12, and I don't know, it's just different. The park as a whole kind of feels a little different without her, but they're moving on to bigger and better things like Orion behind me here. That is Orion right there. And yeah, it's so fast. It goes 97 miles per hour, like ridiculous. And like 400 feet tall is the first drop. So pretty crazy. So
and we got to try the blue ice cream now.
Yes, we do have to try the blue ice cream. We were going to do that earlier, but we found out the blue ice cream is not included in the all-day dining. So we're going to just go bite the bullet and buy some.
We did have a blue ice cream beer. It was good.
Oh, we did. So they have blue ice cream beer, and it's actually good. So if the ice cream is anything like the beer, we're good. So anything else? We're good? All right. Okay. Hopefully this video was awesome, you guys. Who knows what all is going to be in it because I'm all over the place with my filming, but so this is going to be quite the editing job. But thanks for watching.
That's it for today's episode of Kings Island's 50th birthday. Thanks so much for tuning in. If you found this video fun, please consider smashing that thumbs up button and subscribing to my channel. If you have been to this park and have any feedback on your experience, please feel free to drop it in the comments. Thanks again for watching Westy's Adventures, and until next time.